Think your bank is there to help you build wealth? Think again. Banks are some of the most profitable companies in the world, and they don't make that money by helping you get rich. They make it by keeping you financially dependent and constantly paying them fees. Here's what the banking industry doesn't want you to know. The average American pays over $329 per year in banking fees alone. Banks make $34 billion annually just from overdraft fees. And here's the kicker. 95% of their profit comes from keeping you in debt, not from helping you save money. Your bank isn't your financial partner. It's a predatory business designed to extract wealth from you at every possible opportunity. And once you understand their playbook, you'll never look at banking the same way again. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. This channel regularly exposes the financial traps that keep people broke, and what we're about to reveal about banks will shock you. Trust us, you don't want to miss these wealth-destroying tactics. Let's expose the banking conspiracy. Predatory tactic number 1. Overdraft fees are legalized theft designed to punish the poor. Banks process your transactions in a specific order to maximize overdraft fees, and it's completely legal. They don't process transactions in the order you made them. They process the largest transactions first, which depletes your account faster and triggers more overdraft fees on smaller transactions. Here's how it works. Say you have $100 in your account and make 4 transactions: $20, $15, $10, and $200. Logically, the first 3 should clear, and only the $200 should overdraft. But banks process the $200 first, overdrafting your account, then charge you $35 for each of the remaining transactions. Instead of one $35 fee, you pay $140 in fees. The most predatory part? Banks specifically target people who can least afford these fees. Studies show that 9% of account holders pay 84% of all overdraft fees. These aren't wealthy people making careless mistakes. These are people living paycheck to paycheck who get trapped in cycles of fees. Banks have sophisticated algorithms that analyze your spending patterns and account balance to predict when you're most likely to overdraft. They don't warn you or decline transactions. They let you overdraft because the fees are more profitable than the interest they could earn on loans. Some banks make more money from overdraft fees than they do from their entire lending business. They're literally profiting more from your financial mistakes than from providing actual banking services. Predatory tactic number 2. Savings accounts are designed to lose you money while enriching banks. Walk into any bank and they'll enthusiastically offer you a savings account earning 0.01% interest. They'll talk about the safety and security of keeping your money with them. What they won't tell you is that they're using your money to make 15 to 20 times more than they're paying you. While your savings account earns practically nothing, banks lend that same money out at 4 to 7% for mortgages, 10 to 15% for personal loans, and 18 to 29% for credit cards. They're taking your money, paying you almost nothing, and making huge profits lending it to other people. Even worse, with inflation running at 3 to 6% annually, that 0.01% savings account is guaranteed to lose purchasing power every single year. Banks know this, but they market savings accounts as safe because they want access to your money at virtually no cost. The really insidious part? Banks deliberately make it inconvenient to move money out of savings accounts. They limit transfers, impose fees for excessive withdrawals, and create complex procedures that discourage you from seeking better returns elsewhere. They want your money sitting in their accounts earning nothing while they use it to generate massive profits. Your safe savings account is actually a wealth transfer mechanism moving money from your pocket to theirs. Predatory tactic number 3. Credit card rewards programs are psychological traps that increase spending. Banks spend billions on reward programs and marketing because they know these programs make them more money, not less. Studies show that people with rewards credit cards spend 12 to 18% more than people using cash or debit cards. The psychology is simple. When you're earning points or cash back, spending doesn't feel like spending. It feels like earning. Banks exploit this mental accounting error to encourage higher spending and larger balances. Here's the math banks don't want you to do. Most rewards cards give you 1 to 2% back, while charging merchants 2 to 3% in processing fees. The merchants pass these fees to consumers through higher prices. So you're paying 2 to 3% more for everything to earn 1 to 2% back and feeling good about it. Even worse, reward programs encourage you to carry balances. Banks know that if they can get you to focus on earning rewards, you're more likely to make minimum payments and carry debt. The interest charges on that debt far exceed any rewards you might earn. Banks designed these programs after studying gambling addiction. The intermittent reinforcement of earning points triggers the same dopamine responses as slot machines, creating spending behaviors that benefit banks at your expense. Predatory tactic number 4. Minimum payment structures are designed to create permanent debt slaves. Credit card minimum payments are mathematically designed to keep you in debt for decades. Banks use complex formulas that ensure you pay mostly interest while barely touching the principal balance. On a $5,000 credit card balance at 18% interest, making minimum payments will take you 47 years to pay off and cost you over $13,000 in interest. The minimum payment structure is literally designed to extract maximum wealth from you over your lifetime. Banks employ teams of PhD mathematicians and behavioral psychologists to design payment structures that feel manageable while being financially devastating. They know exactly how to keep you paying without triggering the psychological pain that would motivate you to pay off balances quickly. The most insidious part, banks market minimum payments as flexibility and convenience. They frame permanent debt as a benefit, convincing people that carrying balances is normal and smart financial management. They've created a system where making the minimum payment feels responsible while actually guaranteeing financial failure. It's a masterclass in predatory design disguised as customer service. Predatory tactic number 5. Banks use complex fee structures to extract wealth through confusion. Banks deliberately make their fee structures as complex and confusing as possible. They know that confused customers are profitable customers who won't shop around or optimize their banking relationships. Monthly maintenance fees, ATM fees, foreign transaction fees, wire transfer fees, cashier's check fees, paper statement fees. Banks have created dozens of ways to charge you for basic services that cost them virtually nothing to provide. The real trick is how they structure these fees to seem small individually while adding up to significant amounts annually. A $12 monthly maintenance fee doesn't sound like much, but it's $144 per year for the privilege of letting them use your money. Banks also use relationship pricing to make it seem like you're getting deals when you're actually paying more. They'll waive one fee if you maintain high balances, but those high balances earn almost no interest while they profit from lending that money. They've created a system where avoiding fees requires constant vigilance, specific account balances, and complex requirements that most people can't or won't maintain. The fees aren't accidents, they're profit centers designed to extract wealth from inattentive customers. Predatory tactic number 6. Mortgage lending practices trap people in expensive debt cycles. Banks don't want you to pay off your mortgage quickly. They want you to refinance repeatedly and extract equity for other purchases. The mortgage industry is designed to keep you in debt for life while making it feel like you're building wealth. Every time you refinance, banks collect thousands in fees while restarting your payment schedule. That 15-year mortgage you've been paying for 8 years? Refinance it, and you're back to 30 years of payments, with most going to interest rather than principal. Banks actively encourage cash-out refinances, home equity loans, and HELOCs that treat your house like an ATM. They market these as smart ways to access your equity, but they're actually ways to keep you permanently indebted to the bank. The most predatory part? Banks structure mortgage payments so that you pay mostly interest for the first 15-20 years. Your house could double in value, but if you sell early, almost all your payments went to the bank, not to building equity. They've convinced people that being house rich and cash poor is normal, when it's actually a sign of falling into their debt trap. Predatory tactic number 7. Banks profit from your financial ignorance and desperation. The entire banking system is designed to profit from people who don't understand money or who are in desperate financial situations. The less you know about finance, the more profitable you are as a customer. Banks don't provide financial education because educated customers are less profitable. They want you focused on monthly payments, not total interest costs. They want you thinking about cash flow, not net worth. When you're financially desperate, banks offer high-interest personal loans, payday advance features, and credit line increases that provide temporary relief while creating long-term debt traps. They market these as helping when they're actually predatory lending. Banks use your transaction data to identify when you're struggling financially, then target you with products designed to extract maximum fees and interest. They know exactly when you're most vulnerable and most likely to accept terrible terms. The most insidious part? Banks have lobbied against financial literacy education in schools because informed consumers are bad for their business model. They've literally fought against teaching people how money works because ignorance is profitable. Here's the bottom line. Banks are not your friends. They're profit-maximizing businesses that make money by keeping you broke, confused, and indebted. Every product they offer is designed to benefit them, not you. The good news: once you understand their tactics, you can avoid their traps. Use credit unions instead of banks when possible. Pay off high-interest debt aggressively. Keep minimal balances in checking accounts. Never pay for basic banking services. Most importantly, remember that banks need you more than you need them. In today's digital age, you have more options than ever for managing money without enriching predatory institutions. Don't let banks profit from your financial ignorance. Take control of your money and stop feeding the machine designed to keep you broke. Thanks for watching. If this exposed the banking conspiracy, smash that like button and subscribe for more financial truth bombs. Until next time, keep your money away from predatory banks.